In a scene more reflective of a reality TV show than a royal narrative, Cate Blanchett, Fallon, and an unexpected Prince Harry converged for a lighthearted Halloween event that revealed far more than its kitschy haunted maze setting might suggest. Cate Blanchett, a celebrated actress with a deep, introspective approach to fame, attended the event, witnessing a moment that seemed to unmask the irony and struggle in Prince Harry's current status. The prince's presence, amidst exaggerated costumes and stage scares, underscored the paradox he now inhabits. Once an emblem of British royalty, he appeared reduced to a sideshow, a stark departure from the image of regality he once personified. The Rockefeller Center maze, hosted by comedian Fallon, was orchestrated to be fun, a celebrity-studded spectacle intended to entertain rather than provoke deeper introspection. Yet, it was hard to overlook the symbolism in Harry's role. Fallon, famous for his lighthearted comedic antics, had clearly prepared a humorous setup to include the prince. It played on Harry's recent shifts in identity and place, poking fun at his dramatic departure from royal duties. Harry himself seemed to take the humor in stride, fully aware that his participation in such a casual Halloween escapade contrasted sharply with the dignity and respect his past royal engagements would have commanded. Blanchett, however, saw beyond the surface. Known for her nuanced reflections on celebrity life, she observed how deeply Harry's presence in such a setting underscored the jarring dichotomy between his former identity as a royal figure and his current struggle to remain relevant in a world that has shifted its gaze. Her remarks about his loss of dignity weren't intended to criticize, but to comment on the challenging path Harry now treads. Once admired for his birthright and status, he now appeared almost desperate to retain any sliver of public attention, which once flowed effortlessly. As the maze proceeded, with performers and guests donning extravagant, often absurd costumes, Harry's appearance took on a different tone. To Blanchett, it symbolized his predicament in vivid colors. The prince was now just another face in a playful, if absurd, spectacle, surrounded by over-the-top theatrics rather than the understated elegance of royal traditions. Gone were the meticulous protocols and regal settings that once defined his public appearances. Instead, the prince now walked alongside people who viewed him as just another celebrity, a figure to be laughed with, not revered. This moment painted a stark picture of fame's fleeting nature, a theme Blanchett has often commented on throughout her career. The prince's appearance was no longer met with bows and reverence. Instead, it drew laughs and jokes, a transformation that illustrated fame's ephemeral quality. Harry's once unquestionable relevance now seemed questionable, and his struggle to find a place in a society that thrives on entertainment rather than legacy was painfully evident. This kitschy Halloween maze, meant to entertain, unmasked the existential dilemma Harry faces in carving out an identity apart from the monarchy. Blanchett's empathetic perspective shone through as she reflected on Harry's attempts to adapt, revealing the vulnerability underlying his participation in such events. She saw a man attempting to fit into a world that may have already moved on. In her eyes, Harry's quest wasn't unique to him, but was a universal pursuit of relevance and belonging. Many celebrities, particularly those who once held titles of great distinction, struggled to find a place after stepping away from the roles that once defined them. Blanchett saw Harry's attempts not as failures, but as part of an honest endeavor to reinvent himself, a quest that resonates with anyone who has had to rebuild in the wake of a dramatic life change. For Harry, the maze signified more than just Halloween fun. It marked his descent from royal privilege into a world where fame must be constantly earned and renewed. Blanchett's observations hinted at a sad irony. Here was a man once surrounded by the world's attention, now desperately trying to reclaim even a fraction of that spotlight, albeit in unconventional, even trivial ways. He may have traded in royal protocol for freedom, but this freedom now appeared intertwined with a struggle to remain relevant, a battle that no title or past glory could easily resolve. As he navigates the maze of his own making, Harry's journey becomes emblematic of fame's fickle allure, where former glories can quickly fade into irrelevance. Blanchett's quiet empathy toward Harry suggests a broader commentary on the universal human need for validation, a desire that even a prince is not immune to.